Hey everyone, so today I'm actually excited to talk about one of my favorite books. It's a book I've been reading every morning before I trade. It helps me get back on track, and that's The Daily Trading Coach by Steenbarger. The reason I like The Daily Trading Coach is because it's like having a coach in the palm of your hands. And what I mean by that is the way Dr. Brett Steenbarger wrote this book is you can actually look at the index and see different chapters, from psychology to dealing with stress, to dealing with losses, to tracking your own trades. And you can pick any chapter on what you want to focus on for that day. It's not meant to be read from front to back. It's really meant to be read on how you're feeling in that moment and what you need at that time. And that is something that has helped me a lot, because I'll open up the book in the morning and maybe I'm feeling a little anxiety. Maybe I just had some losses that day, right? Maybe I just lost the previous day and it's just feel that weight on top of my head. There's chapters about that and how to deal with that and how to talk to yourself and really be your own coach. Because having a coach, just like in any sport, whether you're in basketball, the pro athletes, they all have a coach. They're great at what they do, but a coach makes them better. And that is what I needed. And that is what's helped me get back on track, because I'll fall off every so often. Maybe I'll have a couple of losses in a row and they'll get to me. And when that happens, this book really does help me get back to center, right? Get back to center and get back to neutral. So that way I can trade properly. Now, Dr. Brett Steenbarger is also, a psychologist. He also is a teacher at a university, and he coaches for some of the top trading firms out there that all of you guys know about already, like S&B Capital. He was also on my show not too long ago where I interviewed him. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out that episode, because if you want to get the behind the scenes of who he is and why he wrote this book, you need to check that out. So the main thing is, if you're someone who is looking for a book and maybe you don't want to read a book from beginning to end, because I get it. I mean, I don't really enjoy reading as much. That's why I mainly look at audiobooks. This book is more of a Kindle version. I like the Kindle because you do want to pick your chapter and you want to get to it really quick. And the chapters are real short. One of the most recent chapters that I've read is Keeping Detailed Records, Lesson 85. And this is where Dr. Brett Steenbarger talks to two other experienced traders to get their points of views on why keeping detailed records is important. Now, if you've been following my show for any length of time, you know that I've been sharing that I've been really focusing on journaling a lot more than I did in the past. And the reasons for that is mainly because of this book, because I explain how if you keep detailed lessons, detailed trades, not just I entered here, I exited here, and now I took a loss or whatever it is, more so of what were you feeling before you took the trade? What were you feeling after you got out of that trade? What was your entire plan? Did you follow that plan? And then it even goes even further, take pictures of every single chart. And if you take pictures of every single chart, then you have to go back and look at everything, right? The entire details. Keeping records is one thing, but going back and reviewing it is another. And one of the traders in this chapter talks about how he was able to use a software to tag everything and just pull up different tickers that he traded in the past and pull them all up at once, or where he could pull up all of a similar pattern so he can review it all in one day and pick up key differences. So this is something that I use myself. I use Evernote. And I talked about this before with my buddy Carl on a previous episode where he introduced me Evernote, and I use that now to help me with this implementation. So I want you guys to know right now, this book is helping me a lot. I hope it helps you. So give it a shot. It's one of my favorites, as I mentioned. And so the link will be below. And don't forget, if you're enjoying this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Thanks, guys.